Hi, my friends, and welcome to Storytime for the week of December 13th, 2020. I'm Miss April. I'm the youth librarian at Janaden Hutton Public Library. And today we have for you week 3 of our 4-part Christmas series. So today we're going to sing 2 songs, read 1 book, and do a Christmassy craft together. If you're ready to begin, let's all do a little clapping. Are you ready? Let's all do a little clapping. Let's all do a little clapping. Let's all do a little clapping and spread Christmas cheer. Are you ready to stand up? Because we're going to jump, bend, and twirl, okay? See if you can still see me. Let's all do a little jumping. Let's all do a little jumping. Let's all do a little jumping and spread Christmas cheer. You ready to bend? Let's all do a little bending. Let's all do a little bending. Let's all do a little bending and spread Christmas cheer. Ready to twirl? Twirling's my favorite part. Let's all do a little twirling. Let's all do a little twirling. Let's all do a little twirling and spread Christmas cheer. Grab my chair. All right, the book I'm going to read to you today is called, can you see it? The Night Before Christmas by Natasha Wing. Excuse me. 'Twas the night before Christmas, with too much to do. Our tree wasn't up yet, and Mom had the flu. Poor Mom. Our cookies were burned. There were presents to wrap. Mom sniffled. What I need is a long winter's nap. She does not feel well. But instead, we drove miles to go get our tree. Last week, there were millions. Now, there were 3. Dad tied the tree to our car. This will just have to do. Mom nutted glumly and sneezed. Ah! Phew! We dragged in our tree through the front door. It dropped half its needles all over the floor. Does that happen at your house? Just then there's baby Patrick pointed to something quite shocking. Oh no, there were holes in everyone's stocking. Uh-oh. Instead, we hung socks by the chimney with care. I hoped that St. Nick would fill up my spare. Things will get better, I thought, as I crawled into bed. Maybe visions of sugar plums will dance in my head. Instead, I lay wondering, gazing up at the moon. What on earth is a sugar plum? Is it a candy or a prune? Early the next morning, I woke from a dream. Be careful, Harold, I heard my mom scream. Out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see Dad on a ladder. He was stringing up lights on the rooftop and gutters, outlining the railings, the windows, and shutters. Do you have pretty Christmas lights at your house? When he plugged in the cord, not a single light lit. Did we have extra bulbs? Yes, but none of them fit. So off to the mall our family did drive. When Dad saw the crowds, he gasped, Sakes alive! Lots of people there on Christmas Eve. We searched every store. All the lights were sold out. But I found something for Grandpa, Silly Gilly the trout. Finally, all done with our last-minute shopping, we flew past the food court without even stopping. But I want to see Santa, Patrick said with a whine. We pushed through the crowd. Wow, what a line! It wrapped around the counters and down the first floor, then wound through the kids' clothing and out the front door. There's so many people waiting to see Santa. After waiting for hours, at last, our big chance. Santa roared, ho, ho, ho. And Pat wet his pants. Babies do that. Let's go home, we all cried, Mom, Patrick, and me. Even jolly old Dad sighed and said, I agree. So on the way home, we sang the Jingle Bell song. All the while I was thinking, nothing else could go wrong. When what to our wondering eyes should appear but a gigantic mess. That much was clear. Look at this mess. Do you see that mess? Do you see it? Oh my. The tree was knocked over. My snow globe was shattered. Ornaments were broken. Tinsel was scattered. Look what the cat did. Bad, Kitty, I shouted. Then Mom started to weep. Christmas is ruined and I need some sleep. No, it's not, Sugar Plum. These things are just stuff, Dad says. Christmas is about love, and we have quite enough. He tucked Mom in bed for some much-needed rest. Then we three busy elves all gave it our best. Do you see that? Do you see what they're doing? They're trying to make Christmas a little better for Mom who's not feeling well. As snow gently fell, turning the earth sparkly white, I knew in my heart Christmas would turn out just right. Dad read us a book and gave us a kiss. It was my favorite story, and it began like this. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. I like this book. It talks about all the things you do when you're getting ready for Christmas, and Christmas is so exciting. Are you ready to sing with me? We have another song. There's a snowflake on my, what is this? Shoulder, yeah. There's a snowflake on my shoulder, my shoulder, my shoulder. There's a snowflake on my shoulder, and it's melting away. All right, how about here? What's that? Shout it out. What is that? Elbow. There's a snowflake on my elbow, my elbow, my elbow. There's a snowflake on my elbow, and it's melting away. We have a few more to go. What do you call this part? Can you see that part? I have a gingerbread cookie. Where's that? My tummy. There's a snowflake on my tummy, my tummy, my tummy. There's a snowflake on my tummy, and it's melting away. All right, what about this? Right here. Like there's my foot at the end. I don't know if you can see my foot. Ooh, there's something on my shoe. But right here, there's a snowflake on my knee, my knee, my knee. There's a snowflake on my knee, and it's melting away. What's this? What do we call this? Let's see, we have eyes and nose and mouth and chin. All of those things are on our face, which is on our head. There's a snowflake on my head, my head, my head. There's a snowflake on my head, and it's melting away. All right. Are you ready to make a craft with me today? I have one already made. I'm going to show you. I've already made one. This is what we're making today. Trying to figure out how to move it so you can see it. All right. We're going to make this cute little Santa together today. The things that you will need is a paper plate, a red piece of paper, a fleshy colored piece of paper, and here's the one that I already cut out to make the other copy with. So a little bit of white, which I'm using scraps. You will need glue, which I brought two just in case one doesn't work, and some scissors. And then I'm using to make the face, googly eyes, and a red pom-pom. But if you don't have these, you can use paper and draw them. It's not something that you can't make if you don't have Google eyes or red palms, okay? I'm going to move my camera down so that you can watch me work. And we'll get started. All right, let's see. Move some things around and maybe you can see both me and my bride. Okay, I think you can. All right, so I have this red piece of paper, okay? And I'm going to cut it into a triangle shape. So basically, I'm just, now you could measure this if you wanted to. I don't see the point in that. So I cut off a piece and then I'm going to start at the opposite corner and cut off another piece. And hopefully we'll have a pretty good triangle. And good enough. Is it perfect? No, but it's art and it's mine and it's wonderful. Okay, so now that I have this, I need to cut my paper plate in half. All right, because I only need half the paper plate. So, as you can see from my model, I have half a paper plate and a red triangle. So I'm going to take my half of my paper plate and I'm going to glue it on my triangle like this, okay? Just going to put a little bit of glue. Don't want a Google eye. On my paper plate. A little bit. You could also use a glue stick if you'd like. And I'm going to put it on my triangle. So that's what we have so far. Next, we need to make the flesh color to the face. If you don't have a paper to use, you can color it with markers or pencils or crayons. What I'm going to do is make a form with the other half of my paper plate because I only need this part to be a different color, right? This is going to be my beard. So I'm going to cut out the bottom part as best as I can. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be all right. And I'm going to put my scraps over in my basket. And cut this off. And I'm going to take this and put it on my paper, and then I'm going to cut around it so that I have this nice form to use, and it'll fit in my Santa very easily without having to guess how big my curve needs to be. Okay, I'll stick that on my scrap basket too, and this one. And then as you can see, what I cut will fit in there pretty well. So I'm going to put some glue on this. Give it a good bit of glue. I'll put this down on my paper plate. And there we have our triangle and our paper plate, and our face is coming along. Now we're going to work on Santa's hat. We need the white scrap paper for that, okay? And I'm going to try to figure out how long I need. I think I need about 3 inches of paper, 3-inch strip, and then I'm going to cut this about 1/2 inch wide and as straight as I can, although if it's not straight, oh well. That's going to be the trim of the hat. See where I'm putting it? The trim of Santa's hat. And I'll put a little bit of glue on it, which I think I'll just put right directly on the paper so I don't get it all over my table. I don't like making a mess very well. I really do like making crafts, but I don't like making a mess. Really at all. I like things to be nice and clean and organized and neat. All right, so as you can see, we have our triangle and our plate and our face, and the trim of our hat. Now we're going to make the ball on the hat. And I just cut it. Make it as round as I can. You could probably trace maybe a quarter if you wanted, but I don't mind if mine isn't perfect. If you do, by all means, trace a quarter or something that you can find that is round. Okay, perfect. I got a little ball, and I'll put a little dot on the end of my hat. And then I will put my little white ball on it. Do you see it? Very good. Now we need to do his mustache. So I'm going to use this scrap of paper, and I'm going to fold it in half so that I only have to cut one time, and both sides of the mustache will be the same. And let's see how I'm going to cut this. I think I'm going to cut it like this. Yeah. And I'm going to round these tips a little bit. This might be too big. I might have to make it smaller. Oh, it's just a tiny bit too big. So, we're going to all right, let's see if this will work better. See my mustache. Yeah, I think that is better. I'm going to hold my mustache on there. That's where it's going to go. Put up some glue on my mustache so that it'll stay on my paper. And we're pretty close to finished with this craft. All we need next are eyes and a nose. And I suppose if you'd like to, you could give Santa a little red mouth or something, if you wished. We are done with our scissors and our paper. All we have left to do is glue. I'm going to put my nose on first, and I'm going to put some glue right here on my nose and stick that right in the center. Do you see my work? And then all that's left are my eyes. Put it, glue right on the eyes. I'll put them right on. I'll put them on my Santa. There's one eye, and there's another. And boys and girls, that's it for our Santa Claus. What do you think? I'm holding him crooked. Did you like the craft today? I love making this craft. I think this is so cute and so easy and fun, and you don't need a whole lot of supplies. If you've made the craft with me today, I would love to see it, so you can bring it to me at the library and show it to me. Or you can take a picture of it and email it to me at april@janadenlibrary.org. Or you can have your parent send it through our Facebook page. Just search Facebook for Janaden Hutton Public Library. We're the only one in the world. Or you can share the picture directly to our Facebook page. If you need materials to do the craft with me, I would be very, very happy to provide you with those. Just call me at 740-254-9224. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I will see you in 1 week. We will do week 4 of our 4-part Christmas series. We'll have 2 songs next week, a new book, and a new craft for you. See you soon. Bye-bye.